now we're asking you to do what the legislature has failed to do, and that's to vote yes on 42.
I think there are a lot of well-meaning, compassionate people that are behind the Initiative 42 effort that genuinely think that this constitutional amendment will help kids. Unfortunately, I think the people that wrote the initiative are saying one thing about what it would actually do compared to what the text of the amendment actually says.
This is something that has been a challenge to us, to get full funding for our public schools here in Mississippi. Our children deserve better.
I know firsthand what it feels like to work all night on a project and walk in class and not be able to present it because we don't have a Promethean board, or we don't have projectors, or the teacher doesn't have enough equipment. I know firsthand what it feels like to walk in school and have a teacher not want to teach you because the first thing that comes out of their mouth is they don't get paid enough.
Although we certainly have a lot that needs to be done in education, I don't think Initiative 42 is the answer. What it does is it scratches the words the legislature in two places from the Constitution. The place in the Constitution where it gives authority to the legislature to have oversight over public education, it scratches the word the legislature, and by general law in another place, and it replaces the legislature with a Chancery Court judge, which, because Hinds County is the seat of government in Mississippi, a judge in Hinds County will be making these decisions.
To hear Bubba Carpenter, the chairman of the Conservative Coalition, tell people in Tishomingo County that you would have a black judge from a black county giving money from Tishomingo County to Rolling Fork. And if you don't believe me, ask Donnie Bell. He'll tell you that a black judge in Black Hinds County will be doing that. And if you don't believe him, ask Delbert Hoseman. He'll be here on Thursday to tell you that a black judge in Black Hinds County were giving money to a black school district. And if you don't believe him, then Phil Bryant, the governor, will be here on the 31st.
It wouldn't matter to me whether it was a Rankin County judge, Madison County judge, or a judge in anywhere else. The concern for me is not where this judge resides, but the fact that one judge will be making these decisions as opposed to the elected representatives of the people, which are the House members and the senators who come from all over the state and represent all citizens and people of all stripes. So at its core, my concern with 42 is that rather than explicitly saying anything about funding, it's a change in the structure of the way education decisions are made.
This may be indicative of a more underlying problem in this capital. Bubba Carpenter has manifested and confirmed just what we suspected. And it wasn't enough for him to say that. Then he indicts other leaders who I'm waiting to say, no, I'm Delbert Holden. I will not be going to Tishomingo County and saying that. I'm Governor Phil Bryant. I will not be going to Tishomingo County and saying that.
I think those comments were deplorable. And immediately when those comments came out, I condemned them on social media and said, he doesn't speak for us. It should not matter, it does not matter, the race of the judge or even where that judge is located. To me, the concern with Initiative 42 is not where that judge is located, certainly the race or gender of the judge. What matters is that if you don't happen to live in Hinds County, you don't have any voice in electing that judge.
I'm Tim Johnson, running for Lieutenant Governor. I've crossed this state and I've talked about how we need to fully fund our schools. We need to make sure our teachers and teachers' assistants are paid. Right. We need to make sure our schools have the resources they need so they can educate our leaders of tomorrow, our children. If we value public education, we must fully fund public education.
I'm certainly not advocating that we leave things the way they are. I think education reform is critical. As virtually every national ranking will tell you, we are last in the nation or virtually last in education outcomes. And I think having a robust debate about how much money is enough is healthy. There are those that believe if we simply spend more money, that alone will turn around underperforming schools. And I see no evidence of that.
Nisha, where you going? Camera.